Crack lads, it is the Midnight Kid here and welcome to my PES 2017 complete option file tutorial for PES Universe. And this is basically using version 1, which is available now to gold and silver members, and it will be free up on the site also tomorrow, I think, which will be, depending on when this uploads, it'll probably be Wednesday morning that it's available, or else Tuesday evening. It depends when it goes live. We've been getting absolutely hammered on the site with traffic, but we're going to kick off obviously with some fairly basic instructions that if you follow these and if you follow this video, you'll have no trouble. So basically, download the option file, stick it on a USB into WePES folder, boot up the game, make sure it's a clean install. If you don't know what that means, I'll get into it in a second, but basically have no other images in edit mode, have no edit data, whatever. All you're doing is selecting the bins alphabetically in order per team, per league, and then bombing them in, and then that's it. You import all leagues through, and that's it. It's very, very simple. So we're going to start you off, and then we're going to like skip a couple of the leagues and showing you here, because there's no point. It's just, it's repetition, and I could show you 50 minutes or 30 minutes of me putting everything in. A lot of people asking, how do I know do I have an edit data, like a fresh install? When you start edit mode, you should have this. You'll have to create a new edit data. If you don't, you'll have to go to application settings on the dashboard, go up to settings, delete the application settings in PES 2017, delete the edit data, and that's it. It's done. You don't need to delete your system data, your replays, any of that stuff. You just delete the edit data and all your images as well. So I'm going to give a quick run through. This is what you need. No image data in any of the folders, basically. That's it. Very simple. So no edit data, you'll need to create a new one, and no images in the actual storage image list section. So that's it. So as you can see there again as well, for all the people that are gonna, all the fake profile guys as I call them, that are going to be saying this doesn't work, it's doing this, it's doing that. This is done in real time. I just have it sped up obviously for the sake of this video. So it's straight into competition structure. Sorry lads, we're going into competition structure. We're going to be bringing the PEU league down to 18 draw size. You can rewind that bit if you haven't seen it. And now we're going to start importing. So as I said, I'm going to be skipping the import process for a lot of them, because as I said, it's rinse and repeat, you're copying everything. I will show you an error message that comes up sometimes though on how to get around it. So straight off the bat, we're going to do the Premier League. And as I said, go down in alphabetical order. So we're going to start with Arsenal. We're going to start with Arsenal, then Bournemouth, then Chelsea, Crystal Palace, and so on and so on. And basically that's how you do it. Burnley, whatever. So as I said, it's very simple. You're doing it league by league. Now as I said, I will get into a separate issue if you do it league by league and it crashes. I'll get into it in a second, but it's very, very simple. You just basically do it every 10 teams. Now I would probably recommend doing every 10 teams first. This is why I've started doing it. So I've done from Arsenal to Man City. Then I'm going to go back in, save that, which is a vital step. And then I'm going to go back in and do United to West Ham. Save that. There's your Premier League done. No errors, no nothing. It's straight in. But you can do it league by league as well. So it's all good. It's very, very handy. So yeah, we are straight in with the BPL. It is in. It takes literally about 15 minutes to do all the leagues if you do it like properly fast and stuff, but take your time with it, get it right. I mean, it's only a small thing. This time last year, I mean, we were editing for literally like about 50 hours before you could have anything that looked nice. So save your edit data, as I say. I'm saying that a lot, and put it in back into the image list, and that's all you need to do. So we're going to go in here and have a quick look. I'm not going to go through all the leagues all the time, but I'm just going to show you. Basically we have everything for the Premier League, everything for the Bundesliga, everything for La Liga 2, Portuguese, Sky Bet, and La Liga 1. Don't have manager stadium images. That's all that they're missing. We will be adding in version 2 obviously, but we just wanted to get a file out to you lads. I mean, we all have jobs, we all have stuff to be doing, but we're trying our best to get files out to you at the highest quality, that nobody else really has, I suppose. So that is it. So again, you're just going to see here, I've already installed the BPL. The Sky Bet now is next. And then we're going to go on from there. You can see Aston Villa, it's going through the motions, blah blah blah. There is Cardiff, there is the rest of the teams. Have a little check, go through a couple of random teams. If a team doesn't go in, or if it has a different kit or whatever, just reinstall it. I mean, look, we're basically adding half a gig of content here. It's going to have an effect in edit mode. It's going to have effect on the teams jumbling around all the bin files and stuff. So just have a check. I mean, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like we've created the game, we know exactly how it works. But we have it pretty much locked on. So as you can see there as well, I've installed Juventus for the Serie A and imported Sassuolo. They're the only two teams in the Serie A. And now I'm going to go on to the La Liga, and the Bundesliga is going to be in as well, because there's one little key thing with the Bundesliga. And I also have a special little look and first look on my channel, I suppose, at an extra team that is done by a fairly good beast. I won't say his name because it'll give away the team, but I'll tell you about him in a sec. And I'll tell you what he's done and how he's done it. And I'll also tell you about the Bundesliga, which has been built from the ground up. So again, there is La Liga done. And as I said, we only have the manager's image not there, and the stadium image not there. So that's basically it. We will be adding that. I mean, look, there's only so much time that we have amongst the whole team, even though they are a bunch of legends that work their arses off. I will say that about them. But look, we have a file out that is really good. It's got a load of third kits. You know, we've got United's third kit in there, we've got Real Madrid's, we've got Sevilla's, we've got Chelsea's. I think there's a load of them in there, Leicester's. So again, I'm just going bombing through this again. I have everything else in. Now we have an instructions tutorial, but if you are struggling for what teams to go in, just go onto Wikipedia and look at the order that they're going in. Now this is the Liga 1-2-3, the second division Spanish league, that is done exclusively by Carrasco. I don't think anyone else has done it, so if you're getting it somewhere else, go figure. But Carrasco is an absolute legend, so it's a pity if people are stealing it. But look, it is what it is. You can't do anything about it. It's online. You know what I mean? It's just the way of the world, really. People are just, you know, scumbags or whatever. But anyway, with this, right, I'm going to get an error message because I've imported the whole league. Now, what happens when you get an error message is it basically just boots you out. This is what I talked about earlier. You're going to see that it goes to Cordoba, and it's going to stop right here. Loading failed. So I'm going to confirm that, and I'm going to say, okay, that's grand. What are you trying to tell me? Is it fucked? Do I need to eject the disk? No, nothing. You basically leave it as it is, let it run through. You see this error code a lot, you know, on Call of Duty or whatever, if you can't connect to the server or whatever. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know, and I don't want to know. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm going to go straight back in and import the whole league, but I'm actually going to import it in 2 batches. I'm going to import it in 10 and 10, and that's basically how I will do it. And that will go in no problem. The team Cordoba goes in straight away, Cadiz, and it goes in, and then I'm going to put in Cordoba and the rest of them, save it as I go. And as you can see here, I've got the full La Liga, I've got the full second division La Liga, and that is pretty sweet. We've got all the managers, rival clubs, stadium images, everything, the works. So yeah, that's pretty beastly from Carrasco, so huge thanks to him. To the Bundesliga. Now I need to put a bit of a tip in here, because when you are installing the Bundesliga, obviously we have it built from the ground up. All the stats are in, the player faces are in. It's been a massive project from the lads, to be honest, with kits, faces, everything. I'll leave a link in the description to all the team. You need to choose apply player data. It's the second box right there in the edit mode, just as before you import it. For every other team, you don't need to do it. La Liga, Sky Bet, Premier League, you don't need to tick any of the boxes. But for the Bundesliga, you need to tick the second box, or else the players won't be drawn in. Yeah, so I hope that you actually listen to that, because it's a huge thing. I guarantee you that there'll be a comment below in the comments in about 20 minutes time. How do you get the Bundesliga players? I imported, there's no players there. I guarantee you. So if you are struggling with that, click the second box, and I'm going to show you when you click the first box as well, because I'm going to show you a little preview of an extra team that gold and silver members are getting for their support to PES Universe, and it's going to be rolling out to the free guys as well, obviously, because everything is going to be free. It's just, I suppose, that we have a lot of stuff planned that we haven't announced yet for the silver and gold members. I mean, I know there's certain people out there that want to bad talk us, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you'll always get those guys. As I said, the fake profile makers is what I call them. But anyway, look, onto other things. The league emblems are next. You need to manually do this. So what you need to do is you need to go into data management, import images, competition emblems, click on them, click on all. There's about 40 or so competition emblems. So we're talking about, you know, we've got the Premier League new logo, the lion, we've got the Sky Bet, we've got La Liga, we've got Bundesliga, basically all the images that you're seeing here. Ignore the kits, ignore the crests, ignore the stadiums, ignore the kits, as I said before, everything, just the competition emblems. Put it in, and that's basically it. And you know, as I keep saying to you lads, you just need to follow this tutorial, put it in. It's very simple, and I'm going to show you here again to save. I can't stress that enough, because a lot of people don't do it, and then their game crashes and they've nothing because they haven't saved it if they don't go out of edit mode, because it doesn't save until then. Again with the Bundesliga, right, we've already made the draw size 18. just pick the teams out from the other European teams. So you've got, you know, Leverkusen, Dortmund and Schalke that are licensed, and now you've got all the ones that we fix as well. As I said, completely full of just fully updated faces built. I'm going to show you in a second. Now with the second box I was talking about, for Celtic we're going to be putting them in. You need to click 2 boxes there, and you need to put them over, say first team here is per Brauisteen. We're going to put them there. Rangers will probably go next, and then we'll probably have another Scottish team as well. We will be doing probably a full SPL. But for this, we just want to have a mix of maybe 3 teams per league. So maybe 3 from the Scottish Premier League. We're going to have a couple as well that we haven't announced yet, but we'll have some nice ones. I mean, some of the faces here, lads, are just ridiculous that the lads have made. Lewandowski, Xabi Alonso, Javi Martinez. We're going to actually be doing a showcase video quite soon. And again, here you go with this. Now, as I said, we are going to be updating this file as it comes along, so there is a couple of fake players in here, but as I said, we will be updating it as it goes along, and we will be making changes to it every now and again. But it was just to showcase that Celtic are going to be in there. It's basically changing the bin file. Once you change the bin file and re-import it, it literally takes a couple of minutes. We'll probably have it included tomorrow, to be honest, but just to show you what we are planning on doing. Then from this needs to be all manual. If you're putting all this on manual, you need to actually do it yourself. As I said, that's what manual kind of means. But it's very simple. I mean, just follow it. Just follow a little quick guide. We will have one available on the website. But I mean, it's there on Wikipedia. I mean, just have a look. You're basically putting the Premier League, name the Premier League, type it in. Choose emblem, pick the emblem. You don't need to change anything else. I mean, it takes literally 20 minutes, 30 minutes to have this full option file installed. Last year it took about 20 minutes to get 2 or 3 kits on. It was so fucking slow and so tedious that literally, like, it was just impossible to follow guides and stuff like that. With this, I mean, Konami have pulled it out of the drawer really to make us guys, the kit editors and the option file creators and stuff. It's just been a dream. I mean, I know there's a few issues here and there. But I mean, look, it's a good direction, I suppose. And I mean, obviously we're going to have version 2 pretty much done in 2 weeks time, which will have everything in this file and more, everything fixed, every stadium, every manager, everything. So yeah, that is it, lads. I've been the Midnight Kid. I just want to say a quick bit on, I suppose, the kind of people out there that are kind of spreading stuff. And you know I don't usually comment on it, and people are entitled to their opinion. I mean, I like people disagreeing with us sometimes, and obviously as a YouTuber you have to get a thick skin, but you know, you just have to realize, like, we're doing all this in our free time. You know what I mean? Like, everyone is doing it in their free time, and it's just basically a hobby. That's what it is. And I mean, we do like your support. Everything's going to be available for free. As you can see there, all the teams are in the option file, are in the main menu. But yeah, that is it. I don't want to go on too much. I mean, we obviously do what we're doing because we love it and stuff, and it's a bit of crack. But yeah, we do really appreciate the support. Obviously, gold and silver members have been amazing, and all you guys as well that do support the rest of us on the channel. It is amazing. We do appreciate it. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I will talk to you in a while. Peace.